Hello and welcome to 5 Minutes with Sean, probably 10. So look, guys, this is about the salesman in general, and more importantly, the business to business sales peeps that listen to our fun little podcast here. I've been business to business now since 2013, and recently have been telling myself and those around me that I'm terrible at business to business. Most people have the same reply. But Sean, you're a great salesman. And while this is true in the retail sense of the word, business to business sales, it's not apples to apples, it's apples to steak. I mean, it's literally nothing to do with being in retail sales. And maybe there are some of you that excel at both, and that's awesome. I'm jealous, for sure. But what if, I guess what if at business to business, right, we had people coming to us, which is what I'll hear from some of the great business to business salespeople as well. When customers come to you, it's easy to sell. Well, that's cool. My company's trying to create a niche. It's harder this way, right? So I get that. But what I've been told is be patient. It takes time. And in the world of selling cars, as I'm used to living, that's a maybe 120-day cycle. Now, that doesn't mean you don't do your follow-up and after sale and all those things, for sure. But it's 120 days of follow-up, and that I can do because it's in short bursts and you can be very direct with people. But in business-to-business sales, especially in our industry here in automotive, getting a hold of decision makers, even if you get a hold of them having time, them being able to actually wrap their head around, in our case, what we're trying to do, because our issue is education. It's always education. We don't... When you create a new market, it's difficult to have people understand what you do. And so for us, that's been our hardest part. So everyone keeps saying it takes time. It takes time. So I have been completely impatient and have done nothing to help that. I mean, I follow up, yes, but at my price point, see, selling a car had value tied to it, like, right, big time commission. I was younger and there was the fire of that. Now, because of where my particular offering is priced at, this thought of following up for 6, 10, 12, 25, 30, and in today's case, 48 months or 4 years, almost to the day that I met this individual and spoke at his 20 group, have I brought him on board to the CarBiz crew, right? 4 years. And we have not talked since that day before we connected on LinkedIn. He'd seen what we were doing, a little bit of the podcast, some other things. And so branding is a huge part of it. But in business to business sales, like the people that I deal with, right? Vendors who call upon stores, you guys are special people, man. I'll tell you what, it takes a special human being to truly be in a business-to-business, commission-based world. And for that, I applaud you. I really do, man. I am envious. I'm fortunate enough to, I have to sell, but our company is so small and we plan to keep it that way that acquisition isn't nearly as important to most people who either have investors, have buildings, have employees, have costs, things that I don't necessarily deal with. And so I am really amazed at how business to business sales was so different. Because when we started this company, I'm like, yeah, dude, of course I get the sales side of this. Like, done. No issue. I know I could sell whatever it is, right? Ice to an igloo or whatever. An igloo to someone with ice, or however that saying goes. Right? I'm terrible with those things. But so, yeah, great. I figured it would transfer. It didn't. Even in an industry where I knew and still know, I think, when people want to be approached, when you can even try to bother to talk to them. Granted, I don't knock on doors. It's just not time effective for me. But I watch people knock on doors. I get calls of people knocking on doors. And there's a long follow-up cycle that has to take place in business to business. And I'm sure people know this who do business to business, obviously. And people have advised me about this along the way. But anyone who is listening who does say, well, not me though. I can do it faster. I don't have to be as patient. You do. It's not easy work. And up until a month ago, in my organization, acquisition was extremely slow in the last 12 months. But we've been building a base. We've been trying to brand. We've been going to shows. We've been advertising. We've been taking those kind of moves. So it helps to have that opportunity. But in straight business-to-business sales, it's not like they have that. All they can do is continue to follow up. So if you ever feel like you're being pestered by someone in business-to-business sales, you know what the coolest thing you can do for them is? Tell them no. Tell them to get lost. Take 35 seconds on your phone, because that's what it'll take. Because I'm basically talking about texting via Gmail. Text them, Gmail them, not interested. Have a great day. Because as salespeople, even in retail sales, all we really want from our prospect list is resolution. That's it. Nobody's asking you for anything else. All we're asking you for is resolution. Clearly, we hope the resolution is that you would like to do business with us. But if not, if you could just say no, I would be as happy to stop emailing you as you would be to stop seeing my email. But if you don't answer, I'm going to assume you're too busy to have looked at it. And those of you who use you can use your coding on your emails, know if your emails are open and read and things like that. For those of you who do that and see your emails being opened multiple times, you'll drive yourself nuts. You'll follow that person forever because you figure it's just about the time they fall out of the funnel. And I agree to that. I'm definitely down for that when I use read receipts. It's the point of it, to know if I should continue to follow up. And to me, an opened email that clearly states, if you are not interested, please reply, not interested. When that email gets opened and not replied, not interested, I have to believe you are still interested. So I will continue to follow up. But if you're not, anyone out there, business to business, retail, I don't care who you are, if you ever inquire about a product or not inquire about a product, if someone ever reaches out to you to sell you a product and you know you're not interested, just take 30 seconds because they're trying to follow up as well. They don't want to bother you either. So keep that in mind. I know this is a little bit unorthodox, the weird topic, but this is the kind of stuff that we're going to be talking about, right? Because I want to do things that are important in the moment to me, what's happening, and closing a deal today, bringing someone on to our partnership after 48 months was outstanding, and it really got me thinking about how much I appreciate the hard work that business-to-business sales is. So to all you B2B folks, keep up the great work and the good fight. You guys are doing great work. As always, you can reach me, Sean, SEAN, at carbizdonebetter.com. The phone number to call or text me your thoughts is 262-278-0157. And yes, I've been asked this. I am on the other line when you call that number or text it. It is Sean engaging with you. You won't find me on the Twitter and the Facebook. I'll do a little bit of LinkedIn, especially recently. It's picking up. So if you're on there and you got a comment, drop it by. Let me hear about it. I'll be happy to engage and have a conversation as best we can. So again, business to business sales. Keep it up. You guys are great people, and enjoy your day.